Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's panel discussion on gender sensitivity. Today, we will explore how understanding gender and promoting equality can shape a more inclusive and respectful world. Gender sensitivity is not just about recognizing differences between men and women, it is about valuing every individual's potentials and ensuring that fairness in opportunities, treatment, and respect. Through this discussion, we aim to highlight how gender stereotypes affect our daily lives, the challenges we face in achieving equality, and the simple yet powerful steps we can take to build gender sensitive environments. Our distinguished panelists will share their insights, experiences, and perspectives to help us better understand how each of us can contribute to a more equitable and empathetic society. So let's begin this engaging dialogue on how we can all play our part in creating a gender sensitive world. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nashmin, founder of IN Academy, and I welcome Ms. Humeda Nazreen to introduce herself and answer the questions.
Hello everyone, I'm Fatima Humeida Nazreen. I'm a teacher at Sweet Kids Nursery.
Yeah, teacher. So the first question would be, what is gender sensitivity and why is it important?
Well, gender sensitivity means understanding and respecting the differences between girls, boys, men, women, and gender diverse people. It is important because it can create a fair and safe environment for everyone. For example, at school or work, when we treat everyone equally, we encourage learning and creativity. Also, gender sensitive stops discrimination and ensures that no one is left out just because of their gender. By being gender sensitive, we make our society more just and supportive.
Such a thoughtful answer, teacher. So the next question is, how do gender stereotypes affect individuals?
Well, gender stereotypes are rules that society creates about how boys and girls should behave. These rules can be very harmful. For example, we can say girls cannot be leaders or boys should not cry. It stops from being people themselves. Also, stereotypes can reduce confidence and prevent people from reaching their full potential. This also can create a unfairness in school, workplaces, and at homes. By challenging stereotypes, we can allow everyone to grow freely and follow their dreams.
Yeah, that was beautifully said. So, how can we promote gender equality in daily life?
Yes, we can promote gender equality by sharing responsibilities and giving equal opportunities to everyone. At home, boys and girls can share chores. At school or work, all should be free to play, learn, and grow without bias. Speaking up against unfairness treatment and encouraging others also helps to build a society where everyone is respected and valued.
Yeah, teacher. So, what are some practical steps for gender sensitive communities? Communication.
Yes, gender sensitive communication means speaking and behaving respectfully towards all genders. We can use neutral words like police officer and avoid making assumption based on their gender. Respective pronouns and listening carefully helps everyone to feel valued, included, and building equality in schools, workplaces, and homes.
Yeah, we have come to the final question. So, how can schools and communities support gender sensitivity among children?
Yes, schools and communities play a key role in teaching gender sensitivity. Parents and teachers can encourage children to try different activities and discuss fairness and respect. A positive role model and stories can help children learn that everyone is equal, shaping a more respectful and equal society.
Very well explained. Thank you for the wonderful answers.
Thank you, teacher. Now, as we move on to our second half of our discussion, we will continue exploring a very important topic, gender sensitivity. As educators, it's our responsibility to create a classroom where every child feels respected and valued. No matter their gender, let's talk about how we can build awareness, promote equality, and guide children to treat everyone with kindness and fairness. So let's begin with our next set of questions for Ms. Nasmin. First is, how do gender stereotypes affect individuals and society?
So when we look at gender stereotypes, they limit what people can do or become. For instance, girls may be discouraged from studying science, while boys may be told to hide emotions. These stereotypes restrict personal growth and deny people like opportunities that match their true interests or skills. In society, stereotypes lead to inequality in pay, like leadership roles and education. These break the fixed ideas allows everyone to reach their full potential, bringing creativity, fairness, and innovation to workplaces and communities.
That's awesome. What are some common challenges faced in achieving gender sensitivity?
Yeah, the one major challenge is cultural and traditional barriers. Many communities still hold on to that outdated beliefs about what men and women should do, right? Another challenge is resistance to change, especially from people who like benefit from current power structures. There's also a lack of awareness. Some people think like gender issues only concern women when in fact they affect everyone. Lastly, weak laws or poor implementations make it hard to ensure equality in real life. Overcoming these barriers requires education, awareness, and consistent advocacy at all levels.
Well said. What benefits can a gender sensitive environment bring to workplaces, schools, or communities?
Yeah, a gender sensitive environment encourages respect, safety, and belonging to everyone. When people feel valued, regardless of gender, the teamwork improves and creativity flourishes, right? So, organizations become more innovative and productive because they draw on the strengths of all individuals. Schools with gender sensitive practices build confidence in both boys and girls, preparing them for fair participation like in society. Ultimately, such environments promote justice, equality, and harmony, the key elements of sustainable social progress.
That's wonderful. How can individuals promote gender equality in their daily lives?
Yes, change begins with awareness and small actions, right? So we can start by using inclusive language, avoiding words or expressions that favor one gender. Like as you said, we should challenge the stereotypes when we see them, assuming certain jobs or tasks belong to only one gender. Like at home, we can share responsibilities equally. So supporting policies of equal pay and opportunity also make a difference. Most importantly, we can model respect and empathy, showing that others that equality benefits everyone. Every small effort adds up to a big impact later.
Well said. What do we mean by gender sensitivity and why is it important in today's world?
Yeah, gender sensitivity means being aware and respectful towards the differences, needs, and experiences of all genders. It's about recognizing that men and women and others may face different challenges because of social expectations or stereotypes. In today's world, gender sensitivity is crucial because it promotes equality, reduces discrimination, and creates safe, inclusive spaces. Whether at work or in education, or we can say in the community, when people are treated with fairness and respect, they perform better, they contribute more confidently, and society as a whole becomes stronger and more balanced.
Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Nashmeen, for sharing your thoughtful views on this meaningful topic. Today's discussion
Thank
reminded
you,
us
teacher.
that, welcome. So, reminded us that gender sensitivity begins with awareness, respect, and positive example. When teachers model equality, children naturally learn it. Let's continue to nurture classrooms where respect has no gender. Thank you.